Hey guys, let me know if you guys can hear me because I think I'm in a dead zone. I'm not really sure because it took forever to go live. So when y'all hop on here, give me some hearts. That way I know if you guys can hear me okay and if the connection's okay. Because Emma, let me know how the connection is because I don't really want to start talking until I know that the connection's okay because it took forever for it to go live. I'm at work, so the light's not the best. And I hope I can see comments. I didn't even think about that. Let me log on here. Okay, if you're on here and you can hear me and the connection's okay, give me some hearts. Give myself some hearts. Oh yeah, you're fine. It won't ever let me invite people. I don't know why. Like it'll let me invite like 2 people. And that's like in my own group, anywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started because what I'm going to talk to you about, you guys can always go back and rewatch because I've learned that like if you wait forever for people to get on, they get bored. And then what will happen is where I went live in this group, let's say I go live later in my group and people hop on then off, that'll actually hurt me because it'll make me seem like I'm not important enough and we don't want that, right? So let's talk for a second. Notice I don't have any makeup on. We're going to go into detail a little bit about that in a second. Thank you, which by the way, look at my outfit. I need help picking out makeup for today because I have a Christmas party to go to. I'm thinking a pink lip, maybe raspberry. So anyway, let's talk. How many times have we said, I am just a distributor? Or I only sold a gloss last week, or I didn't make any sales last week. And then we focus on that, right? You can ask Emma. I've messaged her and been like, man, this sucks. This sucks. And it's put me in a place where I didn't like where I was. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to put any makeup on. I didn't even do my skincare. Like, I didn't shower for a couple days, which when I work from home, I don't shower a lot anyway. Like I'll go 2 days without showering. I know moms on here, you guys are the same way, but it's like when you make yourself at least do your skincare regimen, I feel like that already makes you feel so much better, right? So a little bit about what how we say be a product of the product. One thing I've learned, and me and Emma were just talking about this, like we've been told like to go out of the house wearing a full face of makeup, but then we just started thinking, and actually I can attribute this to last week. I delivered some product to somebody and I didn't have any makeup on, but I had Bougainvillea gloss on and I had my sunglasses on, and she was like, oh my gosh, you look so cute, because I was still like put together but in workout clothes, and I had like my cute little Adidas on, like I still looked presentable. And that's the thing, like I have no makeup on, but I'm still presentable. I don't look frumpy, you know what I mean? So I was like, I have no makeup on, and then I took my sunglasses off and I was like, but look how amazing our skincare is. And she was like, oh my gosh, you look so good. And I was like, I mean, I still have flaws, but we're human. However, I have noticed a huge difference. Like I'm not afraid to go out of the house this way. And so that is another way you can be a product of the product. But I want to give you guys that little tip before we get started, because there's been so many times where have I wanted to quit? Yeah, I have a lot. But I always go back to my why, and my why has changed a little bit since I got started, but it's still essentially the same thing. And that why has kept me going. There's been weeks where I've had no sales. There's been weeks where I feel like I have been beaten down because as a leader, what do they always tell us? To complain up, right? So as a leader, guess what happens? We get all of those complaints, and it really takes a toll, and I want you guys to complain to me. That's what I'm here for. That's what Emma's here for. However, the thing is I was letting it get to me rather than using it to fuel me, right? To give me a fire to make it better, right? So Emma and I were talking, and we want to be your cheerleaders. We've been trying to be your cheerleaders with these. We met at the elevators and told them I was working out. It won't let me see all of it. Hang on. I was working out and they saw the stripes on my hand. And yes, and that's another thing with stripes. Like, you know, you wear your stripes, and as long as, you know, wear some lip balm or some gloss, a colored gloss. Like, it is so easy to still sell stuff. Because which I took my stripes off. Don't yell. I just took them off this morning because I wanted to put fresh ones on. When you aren't wearing it on your lips, you can be like, this has been on for 3 days. Like, I don't have it on right now because Emma did this when she was in town because she was wearing our lip balm, and she was like, I was given, you know, I wanted to get some hydration on my lips. So you can totally use that to your advantage and sell stuff. So anyway, what was I saying? I'm going to try to not scroll too much. That way we can get through this pretty quick. Yeah, I've wanted to quit so many times, and when that happens, I start seeing myself sink back into this dark place that I was in, and I don't like that person. I don't like who that is. I like the person that was pulled out of that dark place, that was given a mission. And those of you who have not known, like, heard me before, like, my mission is to inspire, to motivate, to lift others, to make women feel beautiful from the inside out. And our makeup does that because it gives women confidence, right? And that's not building a team. I want to inspire everybody in here. But the other thing too is I want to inspire my customers. I want to make my customers feel beautiful. And that's from the inside out, right? So that is my mission. There's more into it, of course, but that is my mission and my why. That is not my goal. That is my why and what drives me. And I have goals too. And we're not going to go into all of that because my why, it is what gets me out of that funk. Because every time that happens, sorry, I'm at work, so you guys will hear things.
Line 1, please. Red line 1.
So what will happen is if you forget that why, you will forget why you started. You'll forget those goals. And if you let the devil get inside your head, you'll forget everything. So that's why I have a Not Today Satan hat. I have a shirt that says it. I tell myself all the time, and then I push it to the side, and then I say a prayer. Because that's what motivates me and guides me, right? Because God guided me to this business. Okay, so let's get started. You know, let me look at my notes a little bit. Oh, so actually, I have a question for y'all. I want you guys to, which I lost viewers, so that I may not be able to ask the question now, but maybe they'll see it. I want you guys to comment below a success you have reached this week. And I'm going to explain that. A success would be just like, who was it that said that? Vana, when you were at the gym, just by showing your stripes and wowing somebody just by your stripes. It doesn't have to be a sale. I want you to comment a success. You talked to a stranger. You brought up our product some way. You complimented somebody and went out of your comfort zone, out of your shy comfort zone, and talked to somebody. So comment below your success for the week. And yes, it can be sales too. But it can be anything at all, any success. And that could even be, I got up an hour early and I focused on my business, or I focused on God, or I got up an hour early and I showered and I had me time, because that is important too. So comment that below. I want to hear those successes, and it's any success, because we need to celebrate those successes, right? Because that's what gets us going. That's what keeps us going. So comment that below. I want to hear them. I want to see them. business and now it's changing my life. I was so scared to do that before, but recently I had the courage to do it. Yes, see, that's success because it's pulling you out of your comfort zone, but it's also making you realize, like, oh my gosh, that feels so good to talk about because it's real, right? It gives me cold chills because it's real. Like, it could almost make me cry, like, because I have had those experiences too. And being able to show people how it's changed my life, and we're not talking financially, we're talking about in here. We're talking about personal development. Just like Patty Winters said, our MLM is personal development with a product attached. And I have changed so much since January. My customers have said it, my boyfriend has said it, my friends have said it. They can all tell a huge difference. Emma, I try to compliment women all the time with no ulterior motive other than to see them smile and make them feel good. And the bonus is that it pushes me out of my comfort zone to talk to total strangers. See, I agree too. I have done that and I've seen them light up. We were in Cincinnati, and the waitress there, it was like 9 o'clock at night, and it was Black Friday, and you could tell she was just exhausted. So I noticed her ring, and I work in a jewelry store. That's my office. This is my workstation. It's kind of a mess. But, so I noticed that she had on a Levion ring, and I said, oh my gosh, your ring is gorgeous. Is that Levion? And she was like, oh, it is. I said, that is so pretty. Is that what was it? It may have been like a raspberry garnet or something like that. And she was like, it is. How'd you know that? And I was like, I got my ways. And I was just real silly with her. And I was like, but it is beautiful. And then she told me the story behind it. I didn't even talk to her about LipSense. I just complimented her. And then the very next thing she said was, that just made my day. You just made my day. It has been such a stressful day. It's been so long. There's been so many people in and out, and you just made my day. So by complimenting people and making people feel good, that is amazing, and that is what this business can do. We can change people's lives by spreading love and kindness, right? Okay, so let me see what else we have here. Okay, sorry, I'm reading my notes and they are so sloppy, and then they're in pink, so I can't see them very well. Okay, so what if we change our WOW product? Have you ever thought of that? I haven't. I didn't until Emma actually brought it up, because I've not seen Tawny's video. Emma said that Tawny said we need to find a new LipSense product. Okay, find a new LipSense. What's that mean? That means find a new WOW product. People already know LipSense. They already know the WOW behind that. They know it doesn't smudge, it doesn't come off. I mean, there's people that don't, but still, we need, as far as social media goes especially, we need to find a new WOW product. So, do you know what I did? Not saying it'll work for everybody. It was on Instagram stories, and one of my brides follows me, and her mom follows me, and this is the girl that I went live about on Monday or Tuesday. And I got on there and I had a full face of makeup, and I took our shea butter out and I like brought it up close to the screen, and my caption was how I get my waterproof makeup off with lotion, or not even with lotion, how I take off my waterproof makeup, something like that, like enough for it to be like, that's interesting. So she's watching, and I was super dorky, and I put it on my face, and I only did this eye, and I had like streaks of black, and then this side had nothing on it. So I'm like rubbing it, and I'm rubbing all the streaks of black, and then this side I'm rubbing it and nothing's happening. And I did it again and did it again. And then I did another one, because it was stories, where I was applying it to this side, and then I did it, and they got to see that our shea butter was taking it off. She sends me a message and said, I want you to come over with a beauty book. And I said, that's when I said, I have product. Do you want me to bring my product? And she said, yes. So I went from a $25 a week to a $465 sale by changing our WOW product, changing from LipSense to something else in 45 minutes, you guys. And then they fed me. They gave me brownies and chili. I mean, come on now. Like, That's a win in my book. That's a success when somebody invites you to their house and lets you spend time with them and they play in your makeup. I would have been thrilled if I didn't have a sale because I got to spend time with them and they got to play in the product, right? So how I went from $25 to a $465 was by doing that wow product, a new wow product. So find your wow. Another wow that I tell people, and we were just talking about this, was Nangai oil. So I have a gluten allergy and my pinky will break out, which I've got ink on my pinky. So it'll get like scaly and dry and it'll start bleeding and hurting. So we started putting Nangai oil on it. And then over like 12 hours, it started getting better. And then a couple days, it got even better. So I took a picture before and after, and then I posted it. Well, then Emma posted a picture of Audrey and her eczema. And that's essentially what's on my finger too, is eczema. It's from an allergy, right? So I sold Nangai oil because of that. I mean, it's another wow product. So find a new wow product. That's another tip. And use it, utilize it, push it. We make more money. There's more of a margin on our skincare too. And it's helping them. LipSense makes us pop, right? But our foundation, or not our foundation, our skincare, that's what makes people feel good because it changes their skin. It just, I mean, like my face feels like a baby's butt right now. And that's from our skincare. So, and I will walk out in public with no makeup on. I'm not scared anymore because I know like my face doesn't look terrible anymore. I can put our color correcting tint and moisturizer on and I'm happy, you know, I'll go right out in public. So find that product and use it. Let's see. So let's talk about success in this business. Your success in this business is what you make of it. And that follows with, you know, we can give you all the training, all the tips, all the tricks. We can give you advice. We can do videos. We can meet you in person. We can help you. But the thing is, you will not be successful unless you work and apply it. There's one thing that I've heard over and over and over. Are you willing to give this a year? If you are willing to give this a year, let's say you signed up today. Actually, let's start from today. If you are willing to give this a year, I want to see a flood of hearts, which are 4 people on here. So if you're rewatching, I want to see those hearts too. If you are willing to give this at least a year, give me some hearts. Okay, so I better see those hearts. 2 hearts? Give me some more. I want to see a flood. Anyway, so you have to be coachable, and that's not just from us, that's in general. Like when you're reading back office, when you are watching any kind of training, you have to be able to be open to what people are saying, and you make it your own, obviously, but you have to be coachable. You have to open your mind too, because I can tell you right now, my mind wasn't open when I started. Yay, those hearts. My mind was closed. I didn't start this business to be a crown princess. I started this business because I saw Emma on Facebook and people were posting selfies all over the place, and I'm like, gosh, she's making money off lipstick. I think I want to do this. I want to drink the blue Kool-Aid. And then I started thinking about it and praying about it, and I was in that dark place, and then Emma reached out to me again, and guess what? I signed up and I drank the blue Kool-Aid. My launch party was not a disaster, but I sold $0, you guys. 0 on my launch party. But then I did an in-person party and I did $325, I think. And then I did another party online and I did $1,000. It was over $1,000. I don't know the exact amount, but it was in the $1,000 range. Yes. So if your launch party doesn't do anything, there's still opportunities. Because like I said, last week I only did $25, and I'm saying only because I didn't get out there. I didn't get out there and try to get more. I stayed in my house. What's that going to get me? Nothing. If I'm not working for this, it's going to get me nothing and nowhere, right? We have to get out there. I got out there this week, well, starting Saturday. It was better. Because Saturday I sold a collection in 2 colors, and then I sold another color in a gloss, and then on Monday I did $465 to one person. So it's all from getting out there. And that's because I met people at Starbucks and I went to somebody's house. So definitely get out there. I'm going to keep saying that over and over and over, because the more that we sit behind this computer screen, and I'm saying computer because I'm looking at a computer right now, we are setting ourselves up for failure. So we have to get out there. I'm not saying, we can do business behind the computer, but only a minimal amount. We still have to get out there. Liz Walters, she sells in Victoria's Secret. She was telling us about that. Anytime she gets a chance to talk to somebody, she talks about it. If, between, like Emma said, complimenting somebody, you find a way. But if you have your wow bag and you're complimenting somebody, then they're going to look at the wow bag and be like, oh, you got lip sense? Because it opens it up because you're friendly, right? Okay. It wasn't your fault. I think my friends were just MLM'd out. And that's another thing with social media. People are MLM'd out. So we have to be in person for them to see, like, you don't have to join my team, because that's not what it's about. We've got to stop saying join my team, by the way. That's actually somewhere down here. But how we're constantly saying, sign up, sign up, sign up, join my team. No, people don't sign up to join a team. They sign, well, there's a marginal amount, but 90% of the people are signing up to be a distributor, to sell the product, or for a discount. They don't care about joining a team or Crown Princess or rankings or commissions. They just want to make a little bit of extra money. So think about Whitney White. She said, take a picture of your groceries and be like, I had a great sale last week. Thank you so much, Synergens, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you find your way and you go back to the basics and you become a good distributor. Don't worry about rankings or commissions, because I've noticed the more that I focus on my commission, the lower my commission's getting. The more that I focus, and I don't want anybody to take this like the wrong way. So, and this is something Heather Burns does, and we all know her success. She focuses 80% on her team, or on her sales and her business, and only 20% on her team. That's insane, right? And Emma and I have talked about this so many times. Like, how's that happen? How do you do that? We've seen it firsthand. When we focus all of our energy on the team, we're losing sight of our sales. And the sales is what got us where we are, because the only way you can recruit people is by selling, because they see you sell. They want to drink the blue Kool-Aid. Don't worry about recruiting. Worry about selling. Worrying about getting out there. Worrying about lifting others. Worry about, I don't know. So here's another thing. Like, when this business, because I was so focused on the team at times, me and Greg almost didn't make it. We fought. We had issues. I forgot about him. And I told him, give me a year. Please, just give me a year. And there were times when he said, I can't do this. But then once we started talking it through and finding ways for us to work together, and times for me to put my phone down, because back when out of stock was happening, I had my phone open at all times, like ready to order stuff. And that hurt our relationship, because I couldn't detach myself. So that's another tip. Detach yourself. Don't let that hurt your family, because it's not that important, you guys. Like, colors will be back. We don't have, like, Violet Volt, don't get me wrong, I will be on there ordering it, but if there's something very important in your life going on, it will still be there. Like, it'll probably sell out, but let's say you're at your kids' like rehearsal, or not rehearsal, like Christmas play, and it comes out, like, just remember the importance of your family first, because that is really, really important. Yes, another thing Emma and I learned, so you can create a vision board, and you have your kids and your spouse sit at the table and you include them. This is our vision board for the company. What do you guys want to see out of it, right? We do vision boards, so why not include the kids? Why not include your spouse? I think it's a great idea, because then you can look at a long-term plan and what they want out of this. So I take every Monday off. I don't get on social. No, so Angelica doesn't. She actually told me this last week. And she just spends time with her family. And I mean, I think that is so great, because I learned so many times when I missed out on things with Synergens, I was bummed out. But then when I hurt my family, that hurt even worse. So family first. I will say that. You've got to put your family first. And what's helped me in my business was including Greg. That is so true. Carrie Wilkerson said, "You'll never see an upset or unsupportive husband on an incentive trip, something to motivate you." Because also that's something tangible, that's something that they see that you worked for, and you're not the only one getting rewarded, right? They're getting rewarded too. So, I had a couple other things, and I'm going to hop off here. Mainly, your best recruit tactic is to be a good distributor. Oh, so, no, I already said that. When Emma signed up, she didn't know about ranks either until after she signed up, and I didn't care. I just wanted to be a distributor. I just wanted to sell to get free lipstick after I made profit, which not really free, you still pay for it, but I knew that if I sold it, I would have money from my sales to buy my own. So that was my goal. Let's see here. Sorry, reading. I think I covered it all. Holy crap, I covered it all without reading my notes. So let's recap. Find your wow product that's not the main wow product. 80% sales. 80% of your time when your business, focus it on sales. Be a good distributor. Celebrate every single success. Every single one. Whether it is, I put makeup on today, or I got dressed cute today. And remember, people don't sign up to be a crown princess. I thought it was so far-fetched. I didn't think that I would ever reach that. It was like a mythical creature. People don't sign up to be a crown princess, they sign up to sell. So remember that. I think I have covered everything. And remember, I still want you guys to comment below every single small success. So if you have hopped on here later, definitely comment below those small successes, because they are so important, and I promise you they will drive you until you have another small success. And then when you have that big success, celebrate it with everybody, and don't rub it in their faces, but just hold on to that feeling, because that will motivate you and drive you even more. Thank you guys. I know there's not a lot of people on because it was a weird time of the day, but this has been weighing on my heart because I've heard so many people say, I'm just this, or I only sold this. And I have said that too. And I've learned not to say those things. Think positive thoughts. Not today, Satan. Even if you have to write post-it notes on your mirror that show you to think those positive thoughts every single day, do it. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I have a crazy weekend coming up, so wish me luck. I hope y'all, and if you guys have Christmas parties, eat lots of food. I think that's it. Bye.